Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Tiger.lilie.kibbe, your favorite local real estate agent here in Nevada County, born and raised. And today I wanted to share the real truth about what it's like to live in Nevada City, Grass Valley area. I grew up here. I absolutely adore it. I truly think it's really hard to beat. Like, there's some really awesome places in California, in the country, in the world, right? But this area truly is magical, and there's something about it. So I just wanted to come on here and let you know some things you should absolutely know before you start packing up and moving down, because there might be some questions where you're like, wait, I need to know like the things that I don't know that I don't know. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about utilities a little bit, the boring stuff out of the way first. So we don't have, well, we do have some, but most of the houses here don't have sewer and they don't have city water. So most homes out here have a septic tank and either a private well or maybe connected to NID, which is the Nevada Irrigation District, Nevada County Irrigation District. And that's how you're gonna get your water. So if you've never had a house or lived in a house with a septic system before, don't worry, it's totally manageable. You just want to get it pumped every 3 to 5 years, and we'll definitely do a full inspection before we buy the house, like during escrow. And it's basically your gray water and your black water comes down out of the house and it gets collected into like a tank, a septic tank, and then it goes into what's called a leach field, where the soil essentially like filters the water and the waste gets held in the tank, and then you just get it pumped every so often just to make sure everything is going good. And we do want to get it inspected during escrow just because it's under the ground most of the time, like could be feet deep under the ground sometimes. We just want to make sure we get an inspection before buying so we know that it's in good condition. And then a lot of properties out here have wells for their water. It's pretty typical, it's pretty standard unless you're right downtown. And we just want to make sure with that we have a good flow rate. So what we call it is productivity. We want to check the gallons per minute of the water that is coming out of the well. We also can get water quality testing done. So things like particulates, minerals, bacteria, things that is in the water. We want to get that tested just to make sure you have like a safe water source. Okay. And the NID, the Nevada Irrigation District water, is usually just the irrigation water for some of our more rural properties, and it's often used for gardens, livestock, and even fire protection. And then it's definitely bonus points if the property comes with water rights. That's a huge deal out here. A lot of properties don't have water rights to like a year-round stream or something of that nature. So we just want to check out the property, make sure everything is good in that regard, because it's not just a given that we're all connected to the city utilities for the water and the septic. Okay, so I had this come up, the next topic come up recently with a buyer, and she's like, all right, so tell me about the nature, like what's going on. What's the bugs? What's the situation with the bugs? So if you're squeamish about bugs, consider yourself warned. We do have bugs. We have ticks, wasps, carpenter ants, mosquitoes, carpenter bees, and even the occasional scorpion or a black widow. You will see those every once in a while. But you'll learn to live in harmony with nature and get a good pest control company that will be your new best friend. We also have bears, mountain lions, coyotes, not city dog park vibes. Keep your trash locked up and don't leave cat food on the porch because raccoons might try to get inside of your house. But yes. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is the weather. The weather here is, it's chef's kiss. It's absolute perfection. We get all 4 seasons. We get a gorgeous spring with wildflowers and green grass. And then we have a gorgeous golden fall. We have a hot summer with river days and lake days. And then we do get some snow and like that cute like sweater weather in the winter. But our winter is not even long. Like, it's very manageable. Like, if you're in Grass Valley proper, snow is usually pretty light and it melts very quickly. Higher elevations, like up in Nevada City, like on Banner Mountain, sometimes you'll see like some real snow days, which is totally magical and totally beautiful. It also just means shoveling, driving slower, and sometimes losing power. But I can help you figure out, like, I know really well, because I'm snow adverse, okay? I don't want to see the snow. I don't want to be in the snow. I don't want to deal with the snow. So I pretty much know where the snow is in the different neighborhoods. So I can definitely, like, help you figure that out, like, house by house, neighborhood by neighborhood, to get you where you want to be. If you're more comfortable with more snow or not, or the heat or not, or whatever, I can help you, like, narrow that in and go through it. I can do it on another video at some point too. A little complicated. There's a lot of little nuances, but yes. So the next thing I wanted to cover about moving here that people may or may not know is the, like, getting around, right? Like, public transportation is really limited. Most errands you're gonna need require a car. But that being said, the traffic is practically non-existent. So you do need a car, but there's basically no traffic, which is really nice. Downtown Nevada City and Grass Valley are super walkable, super adorable. It's absolutely awesome. But if you're out on acreage or out in the woods, it can be a 15 to 20 minute drive or more or less. But I'd say 15 to 20 minutes is like the average, just to like grab a coffee and get to town. This area, it's not super easy to just like pop out and like quickly go somewhere, depending on where you live. But it's more like you get your groceries and you get your stuff, and once you're home, you're kind of home, or you're just okay with driving and you just get used to driving a lot. But if you're not used to driving, just be prepared, because that's gonna be necessity. We do have like DoorDash and Instacart a little bit. We have like a few restaurants that do it and like a few fast food places that do it, but it's definitely not the norm out here, and it is expensive because everything's so far away. Okay. All right, the next thing I want to highlight about why this is the best place in the world is the community vibe. It's a very tight-knit, creative, eclectic, mixed community. Artists, homesteaders, tech workers, spiritual seekers, musicians, farmers, remote workers, people who start a family, retirees, people who want to camp in the mountains all the time. It's a whole vibe of amazing, all different kinds of people. People are very kind here. You'll probably run into the same folks every week at the co-op or live music on the weekends or whatever your scene is. You'll definitely start to recognize people and have them recognize you and say hi to you at the grocery store. Be ready to like wave at your neighbors and know their dogs' names and meet their kids and like get connected, because that's kind of the community vibe here. Of course, anywhere you can just not reach out to people and not be connected, but I think it's a very welcoming place. From people who I've known who have moved here, it's like you very, very quickly get integrated because people are so friendly. So it's like, oh, you go to a cafe a few times, they're gonna start remembering your name. And you're going to start making connections and just integrating in the community. So if you're craving that small town connection with a little splash of like wild and weird, this place is totally going to steal your heart. It's very welcoming. It's very sweet. It's very small, but not too small. I always say it's the perfect size town. It's definitely awesome. You just have to come and visit and you'll notice that people are really kind. So that's about it. But another quick and super important note, fire danger is real here. If you guys are looking into the area, you probably are aware. But we want to look into defensible space. We want to clear brush. Make sure your home is fire-wise compliant, and there's all this nuance to it, but it is something to be aware of, and it's just what we have to deal with here because we live in the frickin' forest, and fire insurance can be expensive and tricky. So working with a great local agent like me, I can help you understand your risk and your options and help you get it sorted out, because this is just something we deal with on the regular, and it's something I'm really happy to help people understand and work through. So is living in Nevada County a dream? For me, yes. I think it's the best place in the world. It's not for everyone, I will say that, obviously, right? It's definitely not for you if you are like craving just like city, okay? But if you're craving fresh air, space to breathe and be yourself, and a community that values nature, creativity, health, connection, this place might just be calling your name. So if you're thinking of making the move, I'd love to be your guide. I love to help people move. I help people relocate here all the time, and I make sure you're buying smart and not just falling for a pretty cabin on Instagram, but like actually buying a smart investment, buying the right house, a good quality home for the right price. So make sure to like this video, subscribe for more local insight, and if you're ready to explore homes, book a call with me, reach out in the link below, or check out my contact information, and I can't wait to show you around town.